Mbak Putri boleh di-mute ya?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you everyone. Let me introduce my team. We are from Waqf Center for Indonesian Development and Studies, WASID. We would like to deliver our research entitled Waqf and Impact Sustainable Finance in Indonesia, Lessons from ESG Reporting Concept. There are my friends Nur Arifah, Putri Maulidiah, and Listiana. I am Luliyatul Mutmainah. Okay. Firstly, I would like to explain about the metamorphosis of Waqf stage in Waqf world. There are three phases in Waqf development: the traditional phase, transition phase, and professional phase. Indonesia is in the professional phase now because there are so many adoption of Waqf in macroeconomics area, like Waqf Sukuk, stock Waqf, deposit Waqf, and also cash Waqf Sukuk that need a professional and sustainable management. From a traditional phase, it's only about the construction of mosques or school or grants, and for transition, it's about the community environment of Waqf productive. But now, this is a professional phase era in Indonesia. Okay, and I would like to tell about the Waqf realization in Indonesia. In Indonesia, there are more than 4 million trillion square meters spread over for more than 40,000 places in Indonesia. But there are 80% for the construction of place of worship. So there are only a few of that Waqf land that are productive. And about cash Waqf, there are more than 800 billion from the potential about 180 trillion. So there are so many gaps about the realization and also the potential. Data from Charities and Foundation in 2021, Indonesia is the most generous country in the world. So this is our potential because Indonesia has so many Muslim citizens. There are some reasons why there is a huge gap between potential and realization, because low quality and professional nazirs, and also low quality of reporting, and also lack of Waqf literacy and inclusive, and so on. That's why, because there are so many reasons of the Waqf gap, so we need ESG reporting to enhance the transparency and also for financial stability of that Waqf institution itself. Okay. From Waqf literacy in Indonesia is also relatively low because it's only about 50%. However, our cash Waqf collection is still increasing until now, but it's lack of reporting. However, the reporting is important because like ESG reporting has a relationship between the company's sustainability and also company's financial performance. A research about ESG reporting said that the companies that have an Islamic label have good environmental and social performance, but not in terms of governance. One of them is about the reporting. The source from Al-Mubarak and God said that there is comparison between higher ESG performance and lower ESG performance, that when ESG is higher, so it will have better performance in risk mitigation and also higher customer satisfaction and better corporate brand value. But if the ESG performance is low, so there are fewer shareholder and corporate lawsuits, and also there is lower government and regulatory investigation, and also lower reputational risk. That's why we have to make this research about ESG reporting for Waqf institution. And now will be developed about research methodology from my friends Mbak Putri.
Thank you, Mbak Iin. The study used qualitative method by adapting a meta-synthesis literature on ESG, and this method is exploratory research, which is structured to build or extract reference from qualitative research. This research aims to develop a theory that can explain the findings in qualitative studies, and technically. The database search in the Google Scholar using the keyword environmental, social, and ESG factor. And this research used 21 documents for to analyze this topic research. Next, Mbak. Regarding world trends, policy making to investment have an impact on environmental disaster, resource scarcity, change in international governance standard, social responsibility, labor management, and supply chain concern. This condition requires for companies or institutions to publish sustainability report by environmental, social, and government factor. And then ESG issues found or used in the context in the financial industry sector and essential sector, which are considered to be driving of the economic and business. And then this phenomenon that Indonesia is quite behind in terms of implementing ESG in the sustainable reporting of companies or institutions. However, ESG issues also have relevance if applied to Islamic philanthropy institutions such as Waqf institution. Next. Waqf institution are obligated to carry out transparency and accountability by adopting ESG element in sustainable reporter. However, in practice, the principle transparency and accountability using the ESG element have not been applied optimal by both business-based companies and Waqf institutions in making continuing report on Waqf activities. ESG reporting is important to apply in Waqf management and reporting in Waqf institution. The sustainability of Waqf management need to be supported by accommodating reporting system to prevent of the management of Waqf result that benefit certain individual and group. This kind of management tend to have potential or some benefit for some sector. The first sector benefit for government institution such as Ministry of Religion, and then Badan Waqaf Indonesia. And number second benefit for the environment sector such as Waqaf management that priorities energy reduction strategies. And the third benefit for Mauquf alai such as Waqaf program for beneficiary based on target in sustainability development. And the fourth benefit for Waqif. It's Nadir's obligation to carry out transparency and accountability to the public, especially Waqif. And the last benefit for Nazir. As a Waqaf manager, Nazir need to get the main attention in carry out performance, such as work facilities, work environment, investment in training, upgrading. This file slide before, Mbak. These 5 pillars key for Waqaf management not only benefit one party but provide wider and multi-sector benefit. In addition, it's sustainability that support environment sustainability, modern and adequate social institution, and organizational governance. And then effort to implement the ESG element in reporting Waqf activities, special regulation or policies are needed that discuss sustainable regulation for philanthropic institution. Next, Mbak. The process of making regulation or policy through some of stage or some of step. The first, problem identification, and then policy formulation, policy implementation, and policy evaluation. The evaluation stage is important because it's aimed to measure the effectiveness and efficiency of the success of a regulation from the government to the recipient of the regulation in the context of Waqf institution. Next, this scheme is designed to analyze the role of ESG reporting in Waqf institution by the practice from implementing ESG element in the companies, especially in the banking companies that have already done. But Waqf institution should be adapted, should be combined this model to develop the sustainability reporting model. This model to create sustainability reporting in Waqf institution, but the government through the Ministry of Religion and Financial Service and Financial Service Authority can facilitate this scheme through regulation related to ESG based on sustainability reporting for Waqf and other philanthropic institutions. In the global context, sustainability factors such as climate change, scarcity, poverty, growth, and water resistance and urbanization. These factors are problems faced by society, especially Muslim. So that Waqf institution, as part of the asset of Muslim, need to consider this factor to improve the quality of Waqf strategic management for the prevention of climate change and human resource problem. And management of Waqf should be adaptive to this sustainability factor, can minimize the risk that occur in Waqf management. And then Waqf management will be focused on maximizing promotion, education effort, improving the quality of human resource, technological innovation, including access to the community. And the end, Waqf management that consider ESG index will get long-term benefit from the multi-party sector in the form of efficiency management of energy and resource, partnership, synergy between government, institution, and ESG based on good governance and ESG based product, service, and empowerment. Next, Mbak. The conclusion of this research show that the ESG reporting in Indonesia so far has been developed by the business industry, but it's still not optimal because only 15% of these companies implemented this reporting. The ESG is also to be applied in the philanthropic institutions such as Waqf institution in the context of Indonesia. And recommendation from our results is the research recommend Waqf observers or researchers in develop the result of this initiating. This research recommend Waqf observers and encourage researchers to develop the result of this research by initiating further studies that empirically examine the implementation of ESG reporting to be applied in Waqf institution. And further research will be encouraged to appreciate the need some of policy of some of that mandate and provide a conducive situation for the development of ESG reporting for Waqf institution in Indonesia. Thank you for the time, Mbak Iin.